everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back here with NHL 21, our European Explorers Draft to Glory franchise. We're on Season 9, the 2027-28 season. Going into the start, we are here up against Carolina. Basically, didn't do too well last year. Did well enough not to get the guy that we wanted to get, unfortunately. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you go check it out. I'll link it up in the description or in the bar up above. You can take a look there if you missed that one. Basically, at this point, we're just going into it. It's our guys. It's all of our draft picks. I think there's a couple people in the AHL, just because there's a couple of guys that are never going to make it that I haven't put in, just because. So Leo Fisher, Cifalito, and Whitaker are back together. Hoodler, Feichel, and Edgar Graham are now here on the second line. Von Arx, Dopita, and Appleby on the third. Hall, Burgundy, and Sandlack. Got some interesting characters on here. You've got Ernesto Hall with that insane shooting category, but the man has no acceleration. 22 years old, though, hoping that the medium top six forward can really start to turn into somebody. 45 points last year is fantastic, especially considering, 18 points there first year, 18 minutes. So he's definitely going to get a little bit less time down here, but that +3 really helps. Burgundy's down here, Sandlack, so some interesting characters. Marco Schmidt and Vernarski are back together. Alsner, Letty, Bonvi, and Guards finish that off. And nothing has really changed for goaltenders. Malik and Strombo are still here. Honestly, we have a medium starter. He's 25. I don't think he's going to get much better. In the AHL, we don't have anybody like Hammerlick. They're both backups, 22 and 24. And for prospects, we haven't really had that much luck. So going into things, I think we're going to have a fairly okay season. I don't think it's going to be great. We'll take a look here quickly at the overalls. Let's load them up. Who's our highest overall player? Oh, it's probably, what's his face? So 81, 74, and 73. Compared to 92, 88, and 82. Now, don't forget, I did change all these overalls originally, so they definitely have gone up in the 9 seasons that we have played so far, but in all honesty, it's not too bad. So we're going to go ahead and sim all the way to the trade deadline. I will talk to you there. I guess we're playing Carolina the day after the trade deadline as well. Oh, we start the season off 0-2. That's fantastic. Can we win this game against San Jose? Looks like... let's take a quick look at the draft class just to see. Yeah, Lucas Bayer is here. So that is very nice. A couple Germans. Be really interesting to do a German-only series like I have done in the past and have failed to accomplish any sort of good luck with that kind of team, unfortunately. It's really hard to draft Germans, but it looks like they're getting a little bit of more love in NHL 21 than they did in NHL 20 and NHL 19. So maybe that is a future plan, but for now, we will just continue on. So I will see you after the trade deadline. Looks like we're 2-2 now, and we will discuss anything big that has happened in between. Hey there, sports fans. We're just coming back here, just about ending the trade deadline. We'll see if any big trades happen. Thomas Chabot and Alex Kerfoot leave Ottawa, head to Florida for 2 firsts in the next couple of years. 2 prospects as well. Pretty interesting. Kevin Stenlin goes on waivers, but we don't want him. That is fine. Let's go take a look here. We are not doing great. About December, we were doing fairly well, I would say, and then it kind of started to downturn. There's a lot of losses, wins, loss, win, loss, win. We were almost at 500 at one point. We were a couple points out of a playoff spot. And then it kind of all went downhill after that, which isn't terrible, honestly. We do want to kind of go for that player, and we do look like we're going to have some of the best odds to do so. Let's take a quick look here at lines, just see how everyone is gelling. You've got... I don't want to do math right now, sorry. Let's change that up. Let's change it up because I am lazy. Leo Fisher is now a 90 overall. In just his second season. Started off as an 81, 58, 53 points in 62 games, doing a heck of a lot better this year. Pretty dang decent. Then you've got Sifalito with 47, Dopita with 46, Whitaker with 45. Wish he was doing a little bit better. Feichel with 43, Hoodler with 37. So that second line is pretty much doing what second line should do. I like to see that. Ernesto Hall, of course, the gentleman we were talking about with those ridiculous shot numbers, still is super fast, but takes him a long time to get there. Can't pass the puck either, so he is basically shoot me the puck. 30 points on the fourth line is fantastic. Sandlak was 30 as well, Vernarski. You know, nobody's really that upsetting. Alsner would be a little bit better, but I feel a lot of these defenders, yeah, we have a lot of defensive defenders, so that's kind of the issue that we have. For rookies, Graham, guards, and Appleby. Graham not doing too bad. Graham was pretty much just a fairly well-rounded two-way at this point. Guards, again, two-way, and Ernesto Appleby is actually more of a playmaker, can kind of shoot a bit. So would like to see him more than 15 points, but we'll see what we can do. And to look here quickly at goalies, Malik and Strombo. Strombo having a better year than Malik. It looks like not much going on there. Let's take a quick look in the HL. Brett Ritchie is leading the team there, so that doesn't look good. Are they in a playoff spot? They are just outside, probably about 4 to 8 points, I would say. So, yeah, that looks fun. Let's just quickly jump over, see any trades that had happened. Player and pick signing. Kostitsin, no. Barbolet, no. Shea Theodore got traded from Vegas to Carolina for some prospects and picks. Trocheck went from Pittsburgh to Calgary with JT Miller for a couple prospects. Tommy Ekblad, Robert Thomas, David Kampf, Mike Hoffman go to Toronto from the Islanders for some prospects, it looks like. Max Domi goes from Vancouver to Edmonton for some prospects. You know, that's now, what, 3 Canadian teams he's played on in his career. Jake DeBrusk goes to Washington for a first, or actually 2 firsts. I don't know why that one wasn't brought up. To the Capitals. Bowen Byram gets traded. Michael McLeod's not important. Well, I guess he is if he goes for a first and a prospect. We know about the Shabbat deal. Pasquale and Governor don't care. Martin Cow goes. Yeah, and a first-round pick for Luber Hayek, 4th and a 5th from Detroit to Vancouver for a first. Very interesting. A lot of firsts moving this year, and only one came up. So let's go ahead and jump right into this last month. We'll talk it out, see what happens. No, that's not our last game. Our last game is here on the 9th against the Knights. We lose that game against Carolina, win against the Ducks. 4-1 loss against San Jose. 4-1 loss against the Jackets. Win against the Preds. Lose against the Leafs. Can we beat Florida? We cannot. We get shut out 2 games in a row. That doesn't look too good for us. We don't worry about that right now. 5-1 loss. 8-5 loss. At least we put up some goals. Another 4-3 overtime loss. Ooh, another 3-2 win against the Blues. 5-2 win against Ottawa. We do win against Ottawa 4-3, but 5-2 win against the Oilers. We shut out the Rangers, then get shut out by the Devils. A 6-2 win against the Jets. Lose against the Red Wings. Win against the Wild and the Canucks, and then lose our final game. So 31, 46, and 5. What does that give us? 62, 67 points on the season. Probably worst in the league, in all honesty. Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Third worst in the league. So, can't be too bad. Let's go take a look here. Leo Fisher really looks like he stopped putting up points after the... that does not look too good, Leo. Leo, you're our best player, and you kind of disappeared there at the end of it. Hall only got 6 more points in the last month, so... Appleby got 5 more points, so he's not the worst. Yeah, not too bad. Did our goalies get any better? Malik did. Strombo got worse. 3 shutouts for Strombo. Yeah, I mean, you're as good as you're going to be, Malik. I'm sorry. Go and take a look here at the best of the best. So Tampa, Arizona, Winnipeg, some pretty decent teams up there. Nobody got screwed over, it looks like. And it puts us, top 4. So we have the 4th best odds. I don't know where that German is going to go, unfortunately. Hopefully we get a shot. As for the AHL, did they make the playoffs? Let's take a look. They did not. So Giuliano had 62. Any real growth from any of the guys? We'll check player growth here in a minute. Actually, I haven't done that, and I feel like I should. It gives a better insight into what how the players are growing. So let's go. Seasons are over. Nobody made the playoffs. What I'd like to do is sim right to the draft. We'll go through, hope the lottery goes well for us. And we have a horseshoe up our butt. Probably not, though. But I will let you know. No, don't care about that. But I will let you know when we get there. This just in, the Tampa Bay Lightning have won the Stanley Cup. San Jose has won the Calder Cup, which is great news for San Jose. Cap doesn't really matter because we have the money. And we dropped to 6. So it does not look like we have that horseshoe up our butt. After all, Montreal makes the jump, as does Vegas. That sucks. Not much that you can do about it in that situation. So we're definitely not going to get the player we wanted, but there was another German in the first, so hopefully he went up a bit. Let's take a quick look at retired players, see if there's anybody of note. Stamkos, after winning his, 8th Stanley Cup at this point. Jamie Benn, Taylor Hall, Matt Duchene, Ryan O'Reilly, Mark Stone, Eberle, Palat, Tarasenko. Some actual big names there leaving. Hopefully some of those gentlemen become coaches and or scouts. Carlson, Hedman, Petrolangelo, Yossi, Jake Gardner. Quite a lot of names there as well. Goaltending-wise, Holtby, DeSmith, Grubauer, everybody else does not stand out. We did not lose any goalies, and skater-wise, just Johnny Brodzinski left, but that's okay. No one of note. We lose a coach of some sort due to retirement. Not much you can do about that, unfortunately. Pro Scout does not matter. While we're here, let's go take a look at progress reports and just take a look and see where we got the most growth. Schmidt is now in 87. Fisher is now in 87. Sifilito in 84. Whitaker in 82. Lots of growth from Feichel. He's an 81. Hudler is a 79 now. Sandlack a 79. Dopita got some growth. Vernarski got some growth. He's now a 77. Bonvi, not much. Vasicek, Appleby, Graham, Giuliano. And goaltending-wise, nothing from either goaltender, which is not surprising. Just a little bit of growth down here. No. Pajuan is now a 68, which is good to know. Lots of natural growth. Unfortunately, no statistical. That's really the only issue. Yeah. With some of these guys, is they're not seeing the statistical growth that you'd like them to see. Yeah. So there's some growth. McElroy is now a 65 at 21. How old's Pajuan? Actually, let's just set it by potential. because that's what I'm looking at. So Farrell's 22, Pajuan's 20. So, you know, time is kind of running out for some of these guys, especially these two. I don't know why Fitz only played 49 games. Oh, because he's in Europe. That's why. He wasn't signed by us, so that is why. So let's go ahead and jump into this draft and hope for the best. I mean, let's take a look at draft class at this point. Unless he dropped 4 spots, he did not. We are not going to be getting the power forward, the Owen Nolan comparison, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Did you drop out of the first round, Freesh? 3 years out. John Beliveau comparison, though, is not terrible. Medium 6. Like, I mean, that's not the end of the world. Grayson Rowe, yeah. Let's just see. Did we get lucky with any good potentials down the line? I mean, some top 6 guys here. In the second round, we're going to look at... ooh, some goaltenders. That's very nice to know. A high 9. When are you looking to go in the second round, Reese? Skating scares me. I'll just stick you there. And then I'll just kind of... Neither of you are going to be worthwhile if I'm going to get 2 starters. And we'll keep the 6s on there. Alright, so we're not going to get the gentleman we want, but hopefully we can get somebody decent. Bayer is a 78 medium elite. Definitely would have been decent for a power forward. His physical's not as good as I'd want it to be. His skating's solid, and his shooting is solid, so he's definitely going to be a terror for the Knights. Yeah, unfortunately, we're pretty much have no choice in who we're taking. Just to double check. Yeah, Schoenmakers. 3 years out, JVR comparison. Reese is no comparison. And Spruks is no comparison either. But I think we can definitely get one of them. We're definitely getting to some decent players, so I'm not going to be too upset. 3 years out, John Beliveau comparison for the 6', 191-pound German from ERC Ingolstadt in the Dell. Has potential to be a true leader in any organization. Actually, that's really decent. Let's come on. What's your name? Is it Norbert? Norbert Friesch. 65 overall. You know, I'm not going to complain. We got pretty lucky on that. We could have been picking, you know, somebody in the second round for what was available. So, can't be too upset. There's, of course, the German or the Frenchman Rowe that went. I just want to double check him. Though I know he's not going to be super fantastic. Yeah, 64 medium 9. So we definitely got the right guy. And we'll go ahead and make our next pick. So Schoenmakers or so BBBB C minus. Foot speed is going to be a problem. And no weaknesses on you. Much well-rounded personality. I definitely think we are going to be taking the Austrian, or not the Austrian. Is this? Yeah, this is Austrian. Sorry. 2 points. You know, he's not going to be great. He's 3 years out, but definitely getting a bunch of solid players. Another 65 overall. Pretty decent. We'll drop to 68. I will decline and edit that. Thought I did this already. I don't want. Don't make trades with me. Ooh, a low elite and Crowder over there. That's pretty decent. How? 63. I mean, that's not terrible. Please tell me your name was Ken. Kenneth Dryden. Heck yes. Where did you play? Please tell me you played with the Q. USA. Meh. Good enough. Ooh, Duclair was a goaltender that was elite. Heck yes. Good job, Colorado. Reese was a 63, and Spurks was a 63 as well. So we definitely got the better player. Let's go ahead and make our next pick. Going into the third round here, we're looking at a low 4 in Palat. Speed's not terrible, so I'm not going to throw that out the window. Sasha Sturm over here. Maybe not. Nemechek. I mean, you're not terrible, but if I have better options... A French starter. Kevin Reed. I wish I could get William Jacuzzi. Getting the names are so good. Sorry, Nelson Vahihohali. Great name. I just want to double check where that first goalie is going. Alright, so you're 18, 6'3", 140. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're definitely going to take that low 4. I definitely think Palat's speed category and only being 3 years out at 18 isn't terrible. He's 6'4", he's a two-way, which is decent. He's injury prone, which doesn't matter to us. Offensive consistency, whatever. We can work on that. Strength can be worked on. Yeah, I definitely think this is who we're going to go with. Vaclav Palat out of the HC Verva Litvinov, Extraliga, the 6'4", 203-pound defenseman. Beast. Let's go. And he is a 63 low 4. We'll take it. Sim to pick 100. I'm not really concerned about anybody we missed there. About everyone is pretty well basically confirmed. Which I kind of like about doing this, because like it's nice to get as much detail as you can about these people that you're going to be drafting. Bazina? Okay, Bazina is like who I'm kind of looking at right now. And then that goalie. Because, who was it up here? Bear, meh, 5 years out. No perceived strengths, 5 years out. And then you've got... He's 20, and he's 3 years out, so that's better. He can't skate, but puck skills, like he's definitely going to be probably the AHL kind of player. But he's definitely the guy I think is the better option. And a 62 low 9. We will take that. We'll drop to 132. And here we go, making our next pick. It will be Glenn Rogers, most likely. 5 years out at 18 isn't fantastic. But having that potential and the lack of any other solid options until McGuire, who actually might not be terrible 4 years out at 18 years old, and is probably going to be a mid-60s. We'll take a look here at Rogers. Let's go. A 51 overall medium starter. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Jump to 164 and see who is available to us. McGuire is here. 18 years old. AHL backstop of the future, possibly. I don't really want a 7. And then Mapletoft down here is 18 and 5 years out. So we're basically taking 3 goalies with our next with these 3 picks. So it is what it is. There's not much available. I'd rather take what we can get. Yeah, 61 overall. He'll be a good fit in the AHL, that's for sure. Some of these guys are definitely going to be leaving. Strombo most likely will retire in the next few years. Alright, Mapletoft. O'Neill is here. Yeah, sorry, O'Neill, you're not looking too fantastic for that Italian gentleman. Grayson Parra, his physical category is off the charts. Everything else, I mean, not great. And I think this is our last pick, in all honesty. And if it's not, here's what I'll do. If it's not, we're going to take the grinder. But I definitely don't think we're... Yeah, we're not getting another pick after this. Yeah. Round 7. And we will go down to Mr. Mapletoft. Rob Mapletoft of HC Ambri Piotti and the NLA. 6'3", 203. Yep. Decent size for a goaltender. I like it. And a 47 overall. So, definitely have their work cut out for them. They're probably going to sit on, unsigned for the next 3 years until they have to be signed, and then we'll make a decision then if it's worthwhile in bringing them in. Maybe we'll find an elite goalie who's growing at a better rate. Hopefully these boys grow better as it is. So let's go ahead and advance a day. Lots of scouts need to be dealt with. I will deal with that off screen, and some contracts need to be dealt with as well. So let's go take a look here. What needs to be dealt with first and foremost? Center-wise, Syphilito needs a new deal. Hull needs a new deal. Was Hull a low elite or a medium elite at this point? Because he was definitely pretty good last year. So I see a little change there. Dopita, Lindsay, Mazzaros. Alrighty, so people we need to deal with. Syphilito, how much do you want, good sir? I mean, that's pretty decent for the next 5 years for the 24-year-old. Ernesto Hall wants some money. I will give him that. Lindsay, I mean, what are our other options? 2, 4, 6, 8, and nobody else. So both are... you've got... Harrison Lindsay has 94 acceleration but 76 speed, so he can get there, but he's not very fast. An odd... I feel some of these guys have really odd overalls. So this gentleman is aggressive as heck. With agility and endurance. Shot blocking like a champ. Deke hand-eye. Puck control can kind of pass. Wrist shot's pretty decent. I feel like, is there anybody like Giuliano? You're nothing special. But the only problem with Lindsay, or no, actually, you know what? Mazzaros. Mazzaros had that 70 speed, and that's the only issue with him. But you know what? I'm just going to qualify both of them. I was going to let one of them walk, but I don't feel that's right. We have space in the right wing usually. So somebody like Samlak needs a new deal for one season. That looks good. Graham needs a new deal. Najman, I think it's time for you to go, sir. You've been a good, part of the team here and there. I mean, you've been in the AHL team ever since. 45 points looks to be your best. Had a good season last year. But for what we're looking for, sir, I think it's... Oops. Man, whatever. Everybody re-signed. We are going to release Najman, and nobody else has an issue there. Longy can... I think this is his ELC, I bet. Yeah. Maybe an RFA if he wasn't. Alright, so right wingers, we are looking at quite a few. So Richie can go. Nick Sorensen can go. Wagner can go. And Jobin. Honestly, I think Jobin stays. He's a pretty well-rounded player for the AHL, and I don't mind paying him the money. We have the cap space. Defensively, let's take a look here at who we have to deal with. Schmidt wants money. I'm okay with that. Bernarski wants money. I'm okay with that. Bonvie. I mean, all these guys are integral to our team. They may not be the greatest, but they are who they are, and they fit. Abasher is probably going to go at this point, I think. Let me just double check count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we have some people we need to make some decisions about down here anyway. So Abasher, yeah, you're definitely gone. Ference is here. He gets his entry-level deal. Hainsey is just going to be signed. Sejna, I think he's 22. Is there anything here that makes me excited? He is an offensive defenseman, which we don't really have a lot of, if any. Yeah, that's fucking broken. I think Fitzy's going to get a deal. I'd like to see what he can do. Sanya. I mean, kind of just want to offer you a contract anyway. And then we'll figure it out with what fits and what doesn't. Everyone else is kind of, they have a spot. Nico Gross is going to be gone in the next few years, I think. Though he is a fairly decent option. He's not an option for the team moving forward. But we will figure that out as we go. Malik needs a new deal. He is definitely somebody we want to bring back. The medium fringe starter now. So he definitely went down. Strombo, I think... Honestly, like, Corey needs to come in. Is it Ross? Ross we're going to release. And honestly, I think Strombo's gone as well. And then we're just going to go with 2 unproven guys in the AHL, our medium starter in Cade Corey. Hasn't been doing too bad career stats. You know, kind of pops around his first season in Lugano, which is when we signed him. He was really decent, but hopefully he can make something work with the team we put in front of him. So let's go ahead and advance today. See if there are any concerns. Nobody hates. Oh, Gaetan rejected. The right winger. I mean, if you need a little bit more money, I'm more than willing to pay you, Gaetan. Thanks. And I guess we forgot about Whitaker, who has also dropped down to a medium 9 at this point, the 82 overall. I mean, it is what it is. We can't be too upset by any of that. And everybody else looks good. Gaetan, thank you. Oh, Stanley. You're one of my first picks, buddy. You're $6 million. Does that help the situation? Stanley. Do not upset Dad. Alright. There we go. Good job, Stan. Welcome back. Alright, so since all of that is figured out and we've got 1 day left, I am going to go to my scouts. And I'm going to do that quickly. And then I will come back to you at free agency. Alright, we are back here at the start of free agency. I let a couple scouts go, not too many. I just need some right wingers at this point. It would be nice to go for somebody like this, though for $12 million, I'm not paying the RFA fees for that. Also, none of them are where we want them to be. So, we are here looking at 2 ways. Anderson, Volkov. Actually, I wonder, was that? No. Yeah. Just trying to find that grinder. That we were looking at in the draft. But I don't remember. Darnstrom. No, that's definitely not. No, I see the first name. There's an enforcer. Low bottom 6 enforcer. Heck yeah. Alright. So, yeah. Nothing going on there. I don't know why I got out of that again. Two-way. So, we are looking for 3 right wingers that are going to help this AHL team. We want somebody like Brett Ritchie can come back. He was a good addition, that is for sure. We'll give him the old 20 mil signing bonus for 1 season. Stelio Mateos. Let's go with Sherwood, wouldn't be too bad. We have 37 million, so basically we'll be under or within the cap floor, but we'll give these guys some money so they're happy. And then we're a little bit closer. Anybody else super old? Josh Archibald, welcome back. If not now, you've definitely played on my teams before. Let's give you that money. Alright, so that is done. We're going to have a couple extra players, but there's definitely some players I don't mind sitting because I don't see their growth. And scout-wise, let's go ahead and deal with them right now. We need 4 scouts. That's how many I let go. They were just B-level scouts, and I did it for exactly this reason. Basically, I want... Is it you? No, I want you. Laurent Ouellette. And... who else had a bunch of A-pluses on them? Was it just you? Or no, it was you. And you. There we go. And then I just want to make sure that I've got those ones. And you always, basically, the best way to ensure you get scouts, especially if other people are, the AI GMs don't ever pay the scouts more money. Ever. Like they do players. So as long as you go like 5,000-10,000 more, you're definitely set. They will definitely always sign with you because they want the money. As for coaching, we do need a goalie coach in the AHL or the NHL. That will be interesting to see. Definitely not going to have that with AHL coaches, but we are going to have it kind of. No, that's not in. So NHL coaches, there are never any people that you want. I don't think there's any. Yeah, no, none there. AHL head coach. Those guys are goalie guys. NHL assistants. These are where you start seeing them. C overall goalie. A B and a C is not terrible. Okay, so you're kind of the front runner, and no, I like you have the A and PK. So Maxime, we're just gonna lay some money in your pocket. You just tell me when enough is enough. Enough is enough, I guess. And we're going to make you an NHL goalie coach. We'll see how that goes. The other option is that gentleman there. The other option is, of course, going to AHL associate coaches. Ooh, and a B and a B. But the rest of it's not bad. Okay, you're my next option, and then assistant coaches is where you start seeing nonsense like this, where it's like A+ teaching, which is great. This is good for the AHL, but coach influence, I find, has an actual use. So let's go ahead and sim a couple days, see what happens. And Maxime Richard does join the team. We got the guy we wanted. That's great. We don't have to go to plan B and or C. Let's see if any of those scouts come. Mayers comes. Madison Berry joins the team. Lily Sontag joins as well. Ooh, one more. And Laurent Roulette. Welcome. Josh Archibald signs. Kiefer Sherwood and Brett Ritchie also sign. That is everybody, folks. Decline and edit this trade block because I don't want to deal with this while I sim ahead. And that's what we're going to be doing next. We'll sim to the beginning of the season. We'll take a look at overalls. We'll take a look at lines. And we'll see where everybody fares. But before we do that, and before I forget, let's check out awards. I know we didn't win anything this year, that's for sure. But hey, can't be too upset. Tampa President's Trophies, like, ridiculous. And they face Arizona in the finals. So Art Ross going to McKinnon, Martinic getting the Hart, Norris going to Shabbat, interesting. Lady Bing going to McKinnon, Calder going to Wilcox in Anaheim, Braden Point winning the Conn Smythe, Jack Campbell winning the Vesna in Winnipeg, hurrah, Jack Campbell. William M. Jennings going to Vassy, the Masterton going to Columbus, Marty Turco. M. Turco in San Jose getting the Jack Adams. Barkov in Chicago winning the Selke. Martinic winning the Ted Lindsay. And St. Denis in San Jose winning the Maurice Richard. Interesting. It's nice seeing players that are not like currently in the NHL winning them. We'll take a quick look here. None. Can I just say I really like this logo for the Henderson Silver Knights. Pretty sleek. And I like that they went with the horse head and the H all together. So let's go ahead. I will sim up until everything gets set up, and we'll go from there. All right, we're checking in here, looking at our overalls and the lineup-wise. Fisher, Cifalito, and Whitaker back together again. Graham making the move up. Ernesto Hall back off the fourth line up to the second. Feichel is here as well, +1. Burgundy, Hoodler, and Sandlack, a +3. Appleby, Vasicek, and Dopita, a +1 as well. I mean, it's actually pretty decent for everybody, especially Burgundy getting going up to a 74. Everybody else basically is solid. Defensively, this is where I like to see a little bit of growth. Schmidt, Vernarski are here. Alsner, Bonvie, Gross, and Letty getting the +1 on the bottom pair. Not much going on there, unfortunately, and we already know what goaltending looks like, but we'll take a look anyway. Malik and Hammerlick are here, and then Corey and McCammond are down here in the AHL. We've got Del Cole, Giuliano, Paxpu. Not really, anything super exciting here. Not really anything super exciting in terms of forward prospects. Giuliano might be the only one that I'm really keen on seeing him make a push. Farrell is here. Guards, Ferentz, Ernie, Pajuan, and Ben Fitz are all here. They got a +3. DFD, OFD, I believe. Yeah. DFD, OFD pairing. It's quite beautiful, actually. They could actually go up here onto the first pair, but I feel having them getting that bonus on the third pair is going to be better for their growth. Let the older guys kind of take more of the brunt. Captain-wise, I'm not changing anything. I am good to go into this season with who we have set. I have to assign my scouts here quickly because I have not done that yet, but there's not too many left. Let's take a look. I've got one in the SHL. We'll get you done first. You're going to go straight to the Ice League because that's where everybody needs to go. Yeah. Well, not everybody, but the most people need to go there. And then you in the AHL Pacific can go to the Dell. Next person goes to the NLA, and the last person will go back to Ice. So we basically have almost all A-level scouts, A minus, what have you. It's nice because of what we're doing is we're not really putting a lot into it. They're just basically telling us who is good and who isn't good, and that's all we need. That is all we need. So let me go ahead and sim to the regular season. We'll go over the overalls, we'll check out the draft class, and then we'll end it there. See you then. All right, team, we are back. take a look here at the the preseason 8-7 overtime win against the Panthers. Yikes! Lose, win, win, overtime win, loss, loss. What's that? 4-3. Not bad. We had a winning record. Not great. Not terrible. They have us pretty much at a cellar still, so you know, can't make of that what you will. We'll sim that AHL game here. Take a quick look here at our overalls. Marco Schmidt, it looks like, or Fisher, one of the two. 84, 80, and 71. Our goaltending did go down. Defense and offense are slowly going up. Dallas 88, 88, 79. So, you know, we're an NHL team. That's what we are. As for that, not really much to say. We'll take a quick look at the draft class, see if anything stands out. Doesn't look like it. Which might be actually beneficial for us. We will see. In the Dell, we got Mateo Bush, Chris Avery, Tyler Joslin, Kirk Castles, Michael Hansen, Gordon Sloan, Bujnecki. There are some interesting options there. Over here, Para, Toms, Russell, Guerin, Mueller, Matvechuk, Couturier. Probably stop there. In the Extraliga, it's where we kind of fall off, but we'll stick a pin on anybody who could get drafted. And I'm not really looking to see anything out of the ice this year with only 2 players. So we're going to end that there. Going into Season 10, 2028-29 season. Hopefully that one is a little bit better than this one was. But honestly, we're moving along. We're chugging. We're almost at the 10-year mark, basically. Well, we are at the 10-year mark. No, sorry. It's only Season 9. Because this season that we just did in this video was Season 8. I messed up because I remember... I was looking at episodes, but the first episode we didn't do a season, so that is why it is like that. Not really much else we can do at this point, so thank you once again for checking this out. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.